The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this giant defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. That's caught. Hits Xavier Worthy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Mayfield now. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Mayfield with it once more. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mills to throw it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at their 48.
Play fake. Mills.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60.
And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They go play action. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end.
Mills now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back out comes San Antonio. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mayfield.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Shoves him aside and just shutting him off there. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. For Marshall, that's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Terrace Marshall,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Desperados are able to move back in front.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Off the play fake, Mills. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mills. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
To throw, Mills.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Terrace Marshall
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Desperados have yet again retaken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And it's now 17-14.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Looking to throw is Mills. And complete to Drake London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Mills. A short throw to Ingram. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Throwing, Mills. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun, Mills. Got a man, it's London.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now Mills.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out comes San Antonio.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Davis now to return it.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
Throwing to start the drive. Mills.
Over the middle, caught by London.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd down and 6 now. Mills to throw it.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bo Nix leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Jaden Daniels strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Brock Purdy, another strong game as his guys move to 9-1 on the season. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They run again on first down. Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook up the gut. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Robinson hauling it in outright. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Badgley able to knock this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mayfield looks to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack. Mayfield. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that's going to tie things at 20. So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The tight end in motion right. From the gun, here's Mills. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Mills now. And caught by London. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Mills. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw is Mills. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play fake, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Mayfield. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Shepard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 15. First down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams. Touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he'll be hit as He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Mills now from the 50. Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for New York. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Desperados offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Giants now down by 7, a minute 50 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mills back to throw. Into the hands of Ingram.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mills looking to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Mills. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Mills. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up third down.
One last shot for Mills.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the head.